Now, as we've just been hearing, if it wasn't for Tony giving up his time, lots of local youngsters wouldn't get the chance to try out sports. But it can be tough if you are a sports coach who wants to find funding for your team, or you want to start up your own team but don't know where to go for help. Then look no further. Tracy's been searching out some...
As well as drawing on my own experiences of getting a team off the ground, I'm joined by an expert panel as well. Mike McFarlane, Joanna Robinson and Humphrey Long. Why should we be encouraging our youngsters to get involved in sport?
We've all seen kids whose confidence absolutely blossoms as soon as they get involved in the team, as soon as they get involved with a coach. And aside from that, there's a lot of other socio-economic outcomes, health and well-being, increasing educational attainment, getting stronger and safer communities that all come out of sport.
One, it's about health awareness. Two, the social aspect comes into it. And three, I feel that there is a lot of talent out there, and I feel that giving them the opportunity to take part in sport would give them, you know, that chance to travel, to meet people, and realise that there is a better opportunity in life outside of where they come from now.
What do you think the benefits are of these groups trying to help these kids?
I suppose, being a coach myself, you have to make coaching quite sexy. And you have to make it, you know, it's got to be sexy, and it's got to appeal to the masses. And so what happens is a lot of people, we're in a hard time in society right now where people are struggling financially and everywhere else, just trying to keep their head above water. So to get people to do things voluntary, i.e. to coach or to give up their time to referee and stuff, I think you just got to make it more attractive to them.
Yeah, we absolutely need to get people involved at the grassroots, because it's when kids are young, when kids are at school, it's where they form their behaviours. So if they're going to continue to be physically active, continue to be healthy, you know, that's got to start young. And grassroots sports, grassroots clubs are really at the heart of that.
So do you think that there's enough being done to help these local groups?
I think you have to look at, everybody wants new facilities, and I don't know why you have to build new facilities when we've actually got existing facilities. What you need to do, and I've always said this, that you need to look at the existing facilities, and for some of them, £500,000 would make a difference to that facility because it's already there. You don't want to change the structure, you just want to improve what's there already.
After 45 years of working in Tower Hamlets, we've at last got a £2.5 million, £3 million facility, Whitechapel Sports Centre. The problem now is, though, you've got the facility, how do you fund it? Up till this year, we were actually being subsidised by Tower Hamlets, 50% of our fee, and it came down to £12.50 an hour. That has now been taken away, and it's been put up to £25, £30. I think it's £37 an hour now. Where does this sort of funding come from? Tower Hamlets say to us, well, we only get the money from the community charge, people are complaining about the community charge, and it seems that whenever funding for local groups comes up, whether it's art or sport or whatever, they are the ones at the bottom of the priority list.
So what kind of help can Sport England offer local groups that have maybe found themselves short of cash, trying to get new facilities?
Well, at Sport England, we're passionate about trying to get people starting in sport, staying in sport, increasing participation. So one of the things that we try and deliver to local groups is information, expertise, because I think probably in grassroots, one of the main problems, one of the main barriers is that whole information flow. How do you do it? What do you do it? Who's done it before, and how we can spread that best practice. In terms of the funding question, really, if you want to find funding, you need to think about what you're trying to deliver, who you're trying to deliver it to, and where the funding streams are. And you'll find different funding pots available for different things. So, I mean, how do you see the future of our sport?
Well, I hope that with this government and the lottery that things were going to get better. And I'm afraid I'm a little bit cynical about it at the moment, because it does seem as if everything is drying up. The only way you can get money into sport at the moment is if you're going to promise to win medals at Commonwealth or Olympic Games.
I mean, I have a more optimistic view of the future, I suppose, in that, you know, I think this is really the time for sport, and there's a lot of things coming together at the moment. Time for sport, and there's a lot of things coming together at the moment that we can really